All right, y'all. Lord have mercy, Jesus. What's going down, T-Subs and T-Squad? So, as I'm in here still recuperating, I finally went on ahead and watched last week's episode of Chasing Atlanta. This is still season 4, episode 6. You Can't Be Trusted. So, here it is. The fight continues. I'm over that damn fight. Troy trying to run up on Kendra with a bottle. Like, y'all, I don't care. That fight was dumb. It could have been prevented. It could have been avoided. And I just don't have no interest in talking about that no more. I don't. I feel like it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much of the same thing every week. Two people that can't be around each other no more than 5 minutes before bedlam erupts. And it's just like, and again, I still say that Kendra's feelings are valid. They are. I just need her to articulate how she feels way more better than what she has been doing. And I'm going to just leave it at that because I love me some Kendra. But we are all rooting for you, Kendra. We are all rooting for you. We all want you to make it. But, there's some things about yourself that you're going to have to fix, sis. It is. But we're going to move on. Lauren is doing a photo shoot for her hairline. Lauren, girl, you need to get you some witch hazel for all of the razor bumps that you had on the side of your face. I really wanted to bring that up to you because in that scene where they got you from the side, you had a whole bunch of razor bumps, honey. Like, I thought I was looking at a map of Montana. But congratulations on your hairline, your $5 million line deal, and your little salon that you got going on, your salon that you got going on. Moving on. So Rico with a K meets up with his rapper friend from Houston, King KB, to talk and catch up. I must say, this was one of the most enjoyable moments for me that was in this episode because we got to finally see more of Rico and his background and his family life. And I relate to him a lot. Like when he talked about, almost losing his mom and things like that. And the fact that, he's a gay rapper. He already has some connections in the industry, but they don't know, his stilo, 702. And, the fears that come along with trying to be in the industry, which is sad because I never really understood why it matters where you decide to stick your dick or whether you decide to bump coochies on somebody else's, how that dictates your talent. You know what I mean? But that's the world that we're living in. And unfortunately, we have to find a way to adapt as best as we possibly can. So I really hope that you keep up the fight, keep up the faith, don't give up. For it's only a test, Rico with a K. Shout out to you. Shout out for your for that moment. I was living for that. So then Imani gathering up Kendra, honey. That's what Auntie Imani is supposed to do, and I really hope Kendra don't take it no kind of way. That was a funny moment, but she definitely gave her some good advice, and she talked about what she definitely needed to hear. So shout out to you, Mama Imani. Yes, God. So girl, Oliver's got a man at home. Okay? Now, Oliver, I'm completely confused because just in the other episode, we saw you sitting up with J-Ron, and he was supposed to be trade. And now you sitting up here with another supposed to be trade named Quan. So I'm confused. How long ago was this film? Somebody please help me. I got really confused by that. But Quan was cute or whatever. I ain't got nothing to say about Quan. Quan was cute or whatever. I will say this. I like Quan because Quan gave him some really good advice about the Q situation, and he didn't dig into much, But from what I gathered is he probably told him you was wrong because two left shoes. You should have went to your friend first before carrying back some other-handed information that you got from somebody else and telling it to a next person, because you don't know how the next person could have told him or how the information got back to him. Like, I'm more than sure that's probably how that situation went. We don't know because he ain't going into details about it, but I think that's how that went. So shout out to you, Quez, for putting your foot down. Lauren is in the studio booth giving us a little yang around the house featuring auto-tune. Singing, it does not pay the rent. Singing does not pay the... Like, honestly, Lauren, you say you got a $5 million hair deal. I think that's what you need to stay focused on. I'm not understanding why you're trying to have your hand in so many pots all at one time. Like, you already admitted that you was a frowsy ass business woman. That's why all of your other businesses flopped. Like, it seemed to me that you would just be more focused on what you have right now versus what it is that you think that you want to do just to be doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I was doing like this to the beat or whatever. You know, I was doing like this to the beat. But your vocals had nothing to do with it, sis. Stick to hair. Moving on. Because the rest of that conversation, I don't give a flying hell about. I refuse to talk about that fight no more. So, Dominique and his man do a sexy photo shoot. Shout out to Dominique and his man. Happy anniversary to y'all. He invites Kendra, Wayne, and Cameron over to talk with his friend, Twan, who was a counselor. I was here for the counseling session. I like how Dominique went about it. Dominique didn't make it a huge thing. I liked the counselor. I liked what he had to say. I liked the way things were ran. And I like the fact that we finally get to see Kendra really opening up for the first time. Like, I really felt like in that moment, I knew way more about Kendra than what I previously did before. You know what I mean? I like the fact that Twan was able to connect with her in such a way that she was able to sit down and talk about it and, come up out her feelings, and this, that, and this. And it helped a lot too, because when Travis showed up, Kendra apologized to him the minute that he sat down. He apologized. Lord. Listen, I don't feel good, Kendra. I hope you can hear that my voice was struggling right now because my voice act like it's trying to go away. That was an honest mistake, sis. No shade. As soon as he sat down, she immediately started to apologize to him and say, listen, what you saw was not me. I was on one that wasn't cool. And you know what I'm saying? Thank you for trying to help. I appreciate you. My apologies. Shout out to you for being the bigger person and apologizing in a minute when you're wrong, Kendra. And shout out to Travis for being man enough to accept it and really receive it. Shout out. Like, that's how you sit down and you talk. You understand? That's how you sit down and you get an understanding. Go off, Dominique. Dominique, I like the way you did that. That's how it should have been done. Y'all need to take notes. Lil Dominique got it going on. But y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. I'm struggling to talk right now because all of the coughing I was doing. Messing with my voice box. But it ain't COVID, y'all, I promise. Like, comment, share, most importantly, subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell. Become the notification gang. And if you rock with my channel the way you say you do, make sure to watch those ads. Make sure to be out for the new episode of Chasing Atlanta tonight at 8 o'clock, I believe it is. If not at 8, at 9. I love you guys. Y'all be safe. Y'all be well. Talk to you soon. What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system. It's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.